There's a quiet awareness that comes when you realize you don't relate to life the way you used to. Not because something went wrong, but because something inside you has settled into a different place. Take a breath here. There's nothing you need to fix, understand, or revisit. This is simply a space to recognize the version of you that no longer needs to speak, because she has already lived what she came to live. You may notice a softness mixed with clarity as you listen. That's not confusion. That's integration. There was a time when you moved through the world led mostly by feeling. You trusted easily. You connected quickly. You believed that sincerity was enough to keep things safe. You saw people and situations through familiarity and memory, through the warmth of what felt right rather than what was real. Emotion carried the weight of your decisions, and for a long time, that felt natural. Then something shifted. Not all at once. Not loudly. But unmistakably. An experience, or several, interrupted the way you had been seeing things. And suddenly, what you believed didn't hold in the same way anymore. Certain expectations cracked. Certain assumptions dissolved. And this is where many people quietly blame themselves. But this wasn't a failure of judgment. It was the moment reality asked you to widen your vision. And this is something most people don't notice at first. Awareness doesn't arrive gently. It often arrives through contrast. There may have been a period where you felt unanchored, as if the emotional ground you once stood on had thinned beneath you. Support felt distant. Understanding felt scarce. You learned how to sit with yourself without reassurance. How to keep going without being held the way you once were. Not because you wanted to be strong, but because there was no other way forward. And while you may not name it this way, that season refined you. Even now, there may still be tenderness where those moments touched you. Strength doesn't erase sensitivity. It simply teaches it where to rest. And this is where things quietly shift. You didn't become less emotional. You became more discerning. At some point, you stopped giving your inner world away so easily. You began to pause before trusting, before offering, before merging your energy with someone or something else. This isn't distance. This is self-respect learning how to stand. You started to recognize your own value, not as something to prove, but as something to protect. And here's the reframe many people miss. This version of you isn't closed. She's regulated. She understands that clarity is a form of kindness. That boundaries are not walls. They are containers that allow connection to be real. You may still remember the earlier version of yourself with affection. Her openness, her sincerity, her willingness to believe. That part of you didn't disappear. She integrated. What closed wasn't your heart. It was the chapter that required you to learn through exposure. And now, you move differently. More aware of what aligns. More honest about what doesn't. This isn't loss. It's refinement. You're standing in a quieter kind of strength now. One that doesn't need validation. One that doesn't rush toward familiarity just to feel safe. You see clearly. You choose deliberately. And even when there's a trace of solitude in that clarity, there's also stability. This is the self that knows how to stay. The old version of you didn't fail. She completed her role. And the person you are now isn't hardened. She's anchored. If you feel a sense of calm recognition listening to this, that's your inner world acknowledging itself. Nothing is missing. You're already standing where you are meant to stand, with your feet on solid ground, and your eyes open. If this reflection felt steady rather than emotional, you're welcome to stay with the channel. These are quiet conversations, for the parts of you that no longer need noise to feel certain.